And welcome back, investigators, to Singularity Roleplay for our 21st. Is that our 21st? I think.
Yep.
So, 21st episode of Breaking Neon, which is a gritty and dark noir investigative game with a twist for the City of Mist system. While those of us around the game table have our safety tools in place, it's important to know if anything here tonight is something you're not comfortable with. If at any point during the stream you become uncomfortable or find the topics discussed to be too much, please take a step back, get some air, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon. Tonight's game has the following content some may find disturbing: recursion, murder, and trauma. Before we get into the game, we're going to go around the table and introduce each other's characters. And Twitch is still playing ads, so I don't know who's first.
Janie.
There we go. Jenny.
Hi, I'm Janie. I am playing Lola today. I still see ads too. So, um, want to say anything else, or did I for? Or am I good?
I think it's fun. Uh, Going across over to Shock.
Hi, I'm Shock Point Failure. Surprisingly enough, I joined the stream long enough ago that I didn't have to wait for ads to see who was next. It helps actually joining when the go live notification goes out.
I mean, I did, but when I went back, it was still playing ads. It's like it paused.
Okay. So Twitch just hates you.
Yeah, Twitch just hates me.
It hates
Okay,
me too because
but
I joined Go Live as well.
but yeah. So I'm back once again replaying my role as Amit. Hopefully this time Luke is not going to drive him insane. And speaking of this being the 21st, I have just hit on a realization that you could technically use blackjack as an RPG resolution system.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do some dicking around with that after stream.
Sounds like it would be great for a Western type game.
I'm thinking that too. And I already was sitting on a weird West idea. I could use that.
Do it. Next up, Meg.
Hello, I am Meg and/or Meg Mysteria, and I get to bring back Renee Webb, mother of now two, apparently. she's adopting. She's adopting Mose, I guess. um, and
Calm down there, Batman.
no.
She's not at Batman levels.
um, but um, yeah, she's here. She's the mom. She's one of the moms. Lola is also mom.
The gun-toting mom
We both have
with
guns.
armored vehicles.
Yeah,
Yeah. The armored vehicle mom.
Gavy.
We're not recreating Batman, are we?
No.
No.
Not until someone says, I am the knight.
I'm just the cool mom with the ghost motorcycle. It's fine.
That's true.
I don't like the fact that I'm technically going to be the Alfred in this situation.
You are the Alfred in the situation.
Amit Pennyworth. The good thing is when you have to come and do the butlering, you get the shotgun that comes with it.
That is true.
All right.
See that we've already devolved into this enough. Can we comment on the fact that Alfred has a kill on sight mentality for Condiment King?
Oh yeah. And the fact that he has a higher kill count than Batman does.
Batman has a no-kill policy.
Alfred, unfortunately, does not.
When Alfred walks into the room, God Save the Queen plays.
So, you don't do crime at night because of Batman. You don't do crime in the daytime because of Alfred.
And you don't do crime against the Wayne family because of Alfred. All right, since we got sidetracked. I probably should have asked this. Did anybody want to do a monologue tonight? I didn't think about it.
I'm tapped out. I got nothing, buddy.
I am too.
It's all good if we don't.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man.
It's all good.
You put me on the spot, so I don't have any time to figure anything out.
It's
That
all
was the case
good.
for everyone here.
So, last we left off, our crew had gotten involved in some weird time hijinks. What they thought was them trying to save one man ended up them having to chase that man. The true killer is the White Rabbit, and he has been playing the crew like a fiddle. Except, problem is, only one person actually knows that. In our last episode, Amit got hurt and is currently on some painkillers. And I think we're actually going to start at the beginning of a day rather than from the last scene. You all wake up 7 a.m. It is the beginning of the loop.
Damn, what happened?
Hmm?
No, no, that is quite literally Amit's response when he
Oh,
first wakes up as, "Oh God damn it, what happened?"
How'd he die this time?
you're still feeling a little bit numb from the painkillers. And you don't see a wound, but you see like scar tissue.
Okay, duly noted. Heal. We don't reset.
So is my necklace gone? Okay.
All right. Well, we've gone through this loop like what 4 times now.
Yeah, that's about right. 4 or 5.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead, get up, skip over baking my biscuits, and
I need you to face danger.
okay. All right. Let's see. Uh, can I add MMA instructor and good listener?
Yes.
All right. So that's at least 2 for a total of 10.
Okay. As you try to deviate from the morning plan, you feel this extremely strong pull, and you can start to see almost like those time ghosts from like racing games uh where your previous time was and like how you were moving. You see yourself doing that, but it's really kind of hazy.
Oh, Ahmed is not going to be a happy person later when he has to cook that big ass breakfast.
Fifth time.
Mm-hmm. That means I can't change the menu either. But yeah, he's going to be grumbling the entire time, and he does fall back into sync because this is not comfortable, and he's already not feeling well from the aftershock effects of the gunshot.
All right. What about the rest of you?
Business as usual. as I internally try to plan and figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get this stopwatch away from the White Rabbit. It was either the stopwatch or something else.
He has a stopwatch and he has a pocket watch.
That's right. One of them does the time loop and one of them does something else.
You're not entirely sure what that is.
But I know which one does the time loop, right? It was the stopwatch.
Yeah, it's the stopwatch.
Yeah, so I'm just going about my morning as per the loop and making breakfast for Phoebe and Mose and watching the news and waiting for my phone call from Eric. Quote unquote.
Okay. While you're doing your breakfast routine, Lola,
I'm going to stick to the same thing I did. I don't, which I think Lola called everybody or texted everybody over for breakfast
okay,
and then was like, they morning drinking.
it's 5 p.m. somewhere.
It can't be day drinking if you just haven't stopped drinking, Lola.
That's actually that's true. All right. So does everybody come over to Lola's?
I would imagine so. At least I do.
Okay.
And I and when I'm serving Lola the fifth pomegranate mimosa in this loop, I'm gonna tell her I can keep doing this.
I'm breaking, Lola. I'm breaking.
I really love this drink, so I appreciate it.
Lola, I love your family. I really do. But I cannot do another one of these loops.
And then we solved the problem.
Lola, your TV turns on.
Yeah, that's what it does.
It's just staticky screen, and you hear this radio voice come through it saying, "Hello there, folks. Glad everybody's here." I know you can hear me, and I can hear you. Letting you know now. I'm glad that you're on the right trail. It's just a matter of time. Miss Gatekeeper person, I'm not entirely sure what your name is. You have something to share with the class, don't you?
Who is speaking? That's the question.
The TV.
It's the TV. You don't know who it is. It's a male voice, but it's coming through like that old carbon radio filter.
Who are you?
I'm a friend. Somebody who wants to get you out of there because the city is in danger. You've been helping a friend of mine, Eric Lascombe.
Okay.
This luck. As much as I trust electronics lately.
We're in a loop, and Annette can't get in here.
It isn't wrong. The last loop I spoke with Eric Lascombe, the real Eric Lascombe. That's who our killer is that's been chasing this person that we've been working with. He's actually known as the White Rabbit, a assassin. He is an assassin, correct?
Yep.
An assassin that is currently working for Annette. He got his hands on a couple of artifacts that were originally part of the Gatekeeper's vault. A stopwatch that is what is causing this time loop, and a pocket watch. Don't know what it does.
You know, I figured you gatekeepers would actually know what some of this tech does.
Just because I don't know what it does doesn't mean somebody else in the company doesn't.
Would you
Can't
like
exactly.
to know?
Do you know?
I know what it is. It's the Watch of the Ouroboros. One watch lets you mess with time. The other keeps you alive indefinitely.
So that's how he's playing the loop. It's not that he's able to reset every time he dies, it's the Ouroboros watch is letting him.
Precisely. Very valuable tool in proper hands. Not one for an assassin.
So if we're going to deal with him properly, we're going to need a way to get one, ideally both, watches off his person. Because at any point he could just restart the loop with the stopwatch. It would be a detriment to himself, but he could do it. And as long as he has the Ouroboros watch on him, we can't exactly, well, kill him.
What's the necklace called?
Those are actually, they're linked to Gatekeeper technology, something he stole from the vault. They're ways to mitigate the time loops.
So that's why they're lock points.
Exactly.
So he's just been collecting them to eliminate those.
Anybody who can keep up with him has been a problem. Eric has one. Lola has one. I think there are two others floating around somewhere. Not entirely sure. Not connected with the gatekeepers. I just happen to have a lot of information on your team.
A little too much.
Investigative journalism is a bitch.
Hmm.
Well, for now, we continue to play the White Rabbit. Act like we don't know what's going on. Keep close to him.
Do what you need to. But if you continue with the loops without the stopwatch, things are going to get very bad. I need to find a solution soon. Right now, I'm on my 15th iteration.
Don't think there's enough drinks for that many.
Pretty sure day drinking isn't the solution here.
Have you tried this pomegranate mimosa?
As a sign of good faith, I'm willing to meet. I want out of this time loop just as badly as the rest of you. And we need to do this because Annette is almost ready.
Okay, so where do we have time in our schedule that we have to follow?
Honestly, I don't know. You'll have to figure that out and let me know. My schedule's wide open.
And don't we have time after we I think it was after the arcade? Would one of you want to check?
You definitely have a lock point at the arcade.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure I'm free to do whatever the hell I want up until the arcade as well at this point. After the breakfast. The major thing was the breakfast. I think my my major thing is I have to meet the right rabbit at the arcade when he shows up there because that's going to be the next best point to meet him. And after that, I don't think I have any more lockdowns because I was able to just run around and do whatever the hell I wanted then as well.
I
Okay,
think
then.
my sorry.
No, go ahead.
So I think I'm not sure if I have a lock point where we separated or not. I'd rather not do that again, but if I have to, I will.
I believe you all separated after the arcade.
We did.
Yeah, we were at the park.
Yeah, and I went to where we first saw the Right Rapid get shot to see if we can figure stuff out there. And I had the out of sync experience.
And I went into my car and gave that jerk a ride, and he tried to shoot my driver and got away. But I did get us out of I did trade that car for one of our deal agreement things. Basically, I broke into the guy's car and what was the guy's name who we saw again? Who I think the trade with again?
Of course, now I'm blanking on his name. He's the Rift of Mammon, though.
Yeah, yeah, and I traded the car for our agreement with him. I think I had to get the keys.
Yes, remember because I pickpocketed the guy on to get the keys while he was on the train.
Okay, so
Do
you
you
still
check
want
your
to do that?
pockets?
So I have to put on the same jacket I had on the last time. Yeah, I checked the pockets at some point.
You have the keys.
Right.
This is a weird time. This is a
Like,
Majora's Mask time loop.
like I
Key items
said,
stay with us.
like I said, continuity is starting to come back, and it's gonna get very dangerous.
Okay, so what's our plan for today? Because time is ticking. We don't want to do this again.
We have to meet him at the arcade. We have to do the bullshit as at the very least. We have to meet him at the arcade.
Yeah.
Then after that, split up. You follow Lola. You get to the park. Make
Break into the
here.
car again.
Let's break into the car. Check the keys, and I literally had his keys.
Okay. Well, yeah. Just not break in. Just
Hopefully, I
get.
don't have to pickpocket them again to maintain continuity.
You shouldn't need to, but like I said, things are getting weird.
All right. So honestly, let's just treat this as a bootstrap. Move on. Ignore the paradox. I'm not going. There has to be something we can. Remember, refresh my memory. Who sticks with him throughout the day after the arcade? It's Lola, right?
Yep.
And it ended last time with him literally shooting Lola's driver.
Yep.
Does Lola tell us that last time it ended with him shooting Lola's driver.
I don't think Lola mentioned that.
I think it. I think that's where we. I don't think I had a chance to mention it yet. I don't remember.
So, as we're trying to decide what the course of today's plan is, it might be a good idea to mention that to us.
Yeah, Lola will mention it. I guess that's what she was doing, just going over the day.
Okay. All right. All right. Great. And if I still have the keys, he probably still has the body armor and the gun.
Renee, your phone rings.
Ring ring.
Hello, Renee. It's actually Eric.
Real life, Eric. Whoa. In
Yeah.
character. That was out of character. Sorry. um, sorry, the memes overtook me. I'm glad to see that you're still kicking.
For now. Uh, did did my friend call you?
From the television?
Oh, he's on the TV now. I'm gonna need time to process that one. Yeah.
So your friend, the 15, said 15 loops, and he was an investigative journaler.
Yeah. I long story short, I have a history with the Cranes. Remember I told you? So does he.
See.
There's a long pause and he says, Elliot Blake. That's his name.
Well, I appreciate that. He wasn't so forthcoming.
Yeah. I think that's for his own protection.
Understandable if he's playing with powerful forces.
Yeah. Listen, just don't mention it that I mentioned it to you. I'm sure he's going to want to try and play the whole anonymity card. I got a couple of stops to make before I start hitting my stride. I think I have a plan. I don't know where you were all at.
I zoned because I was dealing something. We're still kind of sitting at Lola's, right?
Yeah.
Hashing out. We're still trying to think of a game plan, but I think that has White Rabbit called me yet today? The designated meeting
Yet.
spot? Trying to come up with a game plan. Our White Rabbit has not contacted me, but now that I'm hearing what Lola has been through, I think he's about found our usefulness to be
Great. When's your first meeting with him?
I think the last one we had was, what was it, 10 o'clock at the arcade?
Hmm.
It was in the alleyway, and he brought us into the arcade, from what I remember.
Yeah, about 10 o'clock outside of the arcade.
Gardens of Arcadia. I can be there in about 20 minutes. Gives me enough time. Keep him there. I'm going to try and take out one of the watches. If you can get the second one, we might be able to end this loop.
Let's see what we can do.
He doesn't know that we all get together in the morning of the loops, does he?
I don't know.
There's a chance I might be able to ambush him and keep him there a bit long, uh, with some time, seeing that I meet him first at the arcade.
And if you can keep him distracted, I can trap him.
That's fine. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way over there because that's what he should expect for me to be there at that time. All right.
You get a text message telling you to meet with the White Rabbit at the arcade.
Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Thieves Highway to get there at the roughly same time I did the last loop.
Cool. Really hoping I don't miss this time.
Let's do what we can to get you a straight shot.
Yeah, I'll try not to hit any of you.
Please don't. Two of us have kids.
So hit the third one. Got it.
Please don't. I want kids.
Look, I've been hit before, so it'll be fine.
Not sure you want to get hit by a 50 caliber.
I don't know if I've been hit by one of those before.
First time for everything.
Now I get to try dying.
Look. If I remember the phrase incorrectly, a 9mm kills the body, a 45 kills the soul, a 50 cal kills the bloodline.
Yeah, pretty much. And a grenade launcher is to whom it may concern.
All right. So Amit is heading out, and and does Eric head out too?
Yeah, he's already gone. TV's still on though.
So are you just going to hang out and eavesdrop this whole time?
It's part of the journalism thing. I like knowing what's going on.
So this is going to be on my electric bill, isn't it?
Say that again.
This is going to be on my electric bill.
You're probably not going to be happy to see what the electric bill looks like when you get out of this loop.
You're muted, Shock.
Oh no, I was just that quiet.
Yeah, I'll send you an invoice.
Fair enough. and the static turns over to SpongeBob. You do notice that as the static changes over to SpongeBob, the radio or like your whole hi-fi set that's right next to the TV shuts down with it.
I'm gonna have to replace that.
Oh, it still works. It just powered on when the TV came on.
Yeah, but if I want any privacy, I'm gonna have to replace it.
Who needs privacy in a technological age?
Everyone.
Not according to Annette. Anyways, um, does anybody look into the name Elliot Blake?
Does my
I'm one of them
newspaper
across the
work?
rooftops.
Yeah, you're getting some information.
Let's see.
Roll me an investigate.
Shit, I need dice.
And then if anybody else wants to look into Elliot Blake, you can also do that. Investigate.
Okay, I will do that.
All right. Can I just go ahead and burn nose everybody for this?
Yeah. All right.
I don't have feeling lucky. Would criminal activities do anything?
Not in this case, no.
Okay.
So first remember, is burning a tag that's just an automatic success.
It's an automatic success with a power of 3, so you get 3 questions.
Okay.
Because what burning a tag does is it gives you a 7 plus a power of 3.
All right.
And then Renee, what was your?
Oh, I got a 6, so I'm just gonna roll with the flavor of like it's just not working.
Okay. No, that's fair.
It's just not cooperating with me. It's fuzzy because of time loop shenanigans.
Yeah.
All right. So you said 3 questions. Of course, the 1st
hmm
one is, who is this guy?
Elliot Blake is a investigative journalist and former radio host at KNON. He works for the Sentinel, and his name used to be Elliot Crane.
The cranes.
Yeah. Next question is, what is his motivation for actually helping us? If I can ask that. I don't think I can get away with
Looking
that.
looking through some old news articles, there was kind of a shakeup in the media world a few years back, where Elliot and his then wife, hold on, his then wife Sandra had gotten a divorce. Apparently, there was some disagreements as to their kids, as well as how quickly the media empire was starting to grow, and he wanted nothing to do with it. So he just was like, yeah, I'm done. And he works for a smaller news organization uh, known as the Sentinel, and he just does investigative journalism and prefers to keep it that way. But he used to be very popular back in the day.
Right, right. Okay. And last question I'm going to ask here is, where could I normally find him?
Normally, he's either at his office or he's in the streets doing journalism. It's a little hit or miss. Sometimes it's easier for him to just find you.
All right. Okay. So those are my three questions.
Lola, what did you roll?
A 6.
Okay, so that's about as many answers as y'all are gonna get.
All right. So let's see how this plays out. I guess I eventually make it to the alleyway where I meet the white rabbit, and I'm going to wait for him to show up.
You see him come by, same outfit as usual, but he looks a little more cautious. Says, "You're here by yourself?"
Yeah, I'm kind of faster than the rest, so I usually show up first.
All right, cool. And he looks around the corners, looks up on the buildings. All right, cool.
All right. What happened last time?
I got ambushed.
All right.
Also,
Weird
my
thing.
yeah,
My cell phone didn't seem to reset its charge, so I haven't been in contact with the rest. Same deal as always. Have to touch you to say keeping the timing just in case.
yeah.
Yeah. I hold up my hand.
And he gives you a high five.
Excellent. All right. So it's going to be a sec before the others get here. Um, anything new you found out?
Uh, Last I heard, the shooters on the L train that heads around downtown. He keeps moving, and I can't track him. Um, I don't know, man. It's getting way out of hand. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Right. Yeah, I was going. I was checking out the end of the loop spot where you know happens when things reset suddenly. What happened to you?
I don't honestly know. I remember being at the park at one point, and then next thing I woke up in my bed. It's the beginning of the loop.
Great. All right, when Lola shows up, we'll make sure to check, see what happens, and see if we can get you something to keep you alive just a little bit longer.
That'd be perfect.
All right.
Can
All
you
right.
roll and investigate on him?
Sure. Uh, I'm going to go with good listener and first aid. Would those two work for this?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I actually needed either of those. So that's a total of 14.
Damn. Okay. Uh, you look at how he's dressed, and yes, it's the same clothes as it was before. However, notice it's a little bit bulkier in the chest and neck area. It looks like he may already have some body armor.
Mm-hmm. Like I expected him to, seeing that I had the keys in my pocket.
Yep.
All right.
Dude, so what happened with you?
Like I said, um, I went out to the end point of the loop, seeing if I can figure something out, do some investigation. Some weirdness happened. I kind of saw something. I'm not entirely sure what it is. It's hard to explain. And then did I get shot? Felt like I got shot.
I vaguely remember that.
And then the loop reset suddenly, and it felt like it reset early.
Huh. Wonder what caused that. As your second clue, you notice that he is definitely avoiding that answer.
All right. Out of curiosity, what happens to the loop if you die early?
If I die early,
Yeah.
I think it might break. I don't know.
Okay. Let's not do that.
Yeah. Really would prefer not to die.
Okay. Uh, so, yeah. I think this loop would probably be for the best if I stick with you and send the others to do the investigating around, if that's all right with you.
Roll me a convince.
Philosophy and, in a very obscure way, disarming attacks?
Okay.
And, oh, I forgot, professional courtesy.
Yeah.
That's a total of an 11.
All right. He gives in. Says, "All right, that works for me." When are the other two getting here?
Uh, Amit checks the shadows to try and gauge the time, seeing that he's going with the lie of my phone is dead. If I'm not mistaken, they should be getting here almost any minute now.
All right. Lola, Renee, are you showing up or are you showing out? Showing off.
I have to show up because I need to as one of my lock points.
Oh, that's right.
Showing up.
As the two of you show up, he holds out a hand.
Right, the high five.
Yeah.
High
Okay.
five.
After he does that, he pulls out the pocket watch and checks the time on it.
And
Trap.
yeah, I'm going to try and snatch that arm and yank the pocket watch out of it.
Go toe to toe.
That's what I'm thinking.
Can I
So,
do
MMA,
something?
disarming attacks, and unpredictable moves.
All right. And then what were you going to do, Meg?
Uh, I wanted to do a web trap, like the whole
Ooh,
the the gold spider webs. Like I could do one like a cobweb around him and dash him to the ground or the walls, whatever's closer. I don't know.
okay. Uh, roll me a change the game.
Change the game. That's power tags, right?
Yep.
Good.
Good. Could I help somehow with my sword that turns into anything?
Uh, do you have help points?
Oh wait, do I?
Probably do.
If you have any hope points for me, I desperately need them.
How many do
I
you
don't have any
need?
for I don't have any for either of you.
I have one for you.
We haven't
Where
done
am I?
help points in a while, so that kind of
Yeah,
makes
but
sense.
I remember banking like a bunch for a bunch of people.
You have them. They don't.
Right now, I
Well,
have one for you, Amit.
this is a problem.
Oh no.
Uh,
Alright.
Lola, if you can go toe to toe as well, this might help
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
I'm doing anti-rift combat, um, like a spider catching flies and leaving the scene.
Okay. That spider catching flies one is way too on the nose for this.
I'm
And then,
showing
It's a total of
transform.
10.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
So my go
Oh.
toe to toe without any help from Lola is currently sitting at a 5.
oof.
Okay. So I'm going to do transforms into any weapon and tool and cloaked in shadow
Okay.
and the guilty.
Definitely works here.
So that's 3. That's my limit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That brings me to 12.
Damn. Okay. So, uh, with both of y'all's thing, you get to choose 2. Or well, with yours, you get to choose 2 off the go toe to toe list. If you're, what is it that you're gonna do, Lola?
Um, I was just trying to help out.
Yeah, so you can achieve your goal, which is keeping him in place. I'm assuming you can deal him a status, and you can block, dodge, or counter his best attempts.
Okay, so I'm going to keep him in place and I guess block his attempts.
Okay. And then Renee, you had power 3. I'm assuming you're just doing like golden web 3, or how do you want to? What are you doing?
Um, yeah, we could call it Golden Web 3. It's basically an ensnared effect. Keeping him
All right.
from moving and acting.
All right. So right now he's immobilized 6. You can add that to your you can add that to your roll.
So my
Shock.
5 jumps up to an 11.
Yep.
Wild.
So in other words, I have the pocket watch, and if I'm not mistaken, 11 gets me 2. So the other one is to block his best attempts, because I don't think he needs any more statuses at this point.
All right. Um so Lola, what do you do to hold him in place?
I use my necklace and make it into like a cage.
Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I was expecting more like a man catcher, but a cage actually works really well too. So yeah, you cage him. Uh, Renee, you fill the cage full of webs, so he's stuck in there. And just before the webs actually kind of take hold uh, on it, you grab the watch and pull it out of his hands. He goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, shooting us was a bad idea.
Shit, you remembered.
Yeah.
You see him reach into his pocket. Nobody
He's
want to try and stop.
immobilized.
Oh yeah, he's complete. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
So he tries to reach into his pocket. Let me rephrase that. He tries to reach into his pocket, and he's like, "I swear, once I get out of here, I'm gonna kill all of you."
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So is the other watch is in this box? Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna go ahead and just plug that right on out.
You son of a bitch!
okay, out of
Wait a
character.
minute.
And
Just
I
oh,
will be I will be commandeering that. Thank you.
fine.
Out of character, what happens? I forgot. You told us last time. What the necklace if it touches him?
Oh, it'll reset his time.
Oh, okay. I don't want to do that. Or do I?
Don't.
Okay.
So what? You're just gonna hold me here until what? The authorities show up?
Yeah. It's not gonna be a long wait though. As I point to Renee on her phone.
Please tell me you have him.
Wrapped in a pretty bow and box for you.
Beautiful. Uh, all three of you see this really sharp flash in the distance and a very loud pop before you watch the guy drop. I need all three of you to face danger for me.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh, great.
And the status would be physical, like exhaustion.
Physical exhaustion, so.
Like exhaustion. So it's less us dodging and more dealing with something that's going to happen to us regardless.
It's essentially preventing you from passing out.
Ah, so I I'm gonna go ahead and burn MMA instructor for this.
Okay, yeah, that seems fit.
I got a 9 without adding anything.
Okay, do you have anything you were going to add?
Um, Feeling lucky.
Mm, not sure that's going to apply here.
Okay. And under protection when apply.
Yeah,
Um, Criminal activities. I'm just
mm,
throwing stuff out now.
no, not in this one.
I'm gonna burn hide the pain.
That works.
I don't have that one.
Think you're going to have to take that as a flat roll there, Lola.
Okay. I'll I'll accept it this time.
This time. Thank you. All right. So, as this guy's body slumps over into the cage, the world seems to shake and almost fast forward. You're feeling not just like external pressure, but also like time is moving too quickly. And you're, as you're standing there trying to fight these forces, you're seeing people moving in and out. You're seeing day and night pass. And it all comes just crashing against you as it stops. It is currently evening, and you're standing over this guy's body. And uh, Lola, you're kind of tired. It feels like you just ran a marathon. All your phones start lighting up as messages start coming back. Uh, there's one message that actually comes over to you, Amit, from what's her name? From Las Arenas.
Um,
Mariana, I think.
it's an M name, that's for sure.
Yeah. Um, there's a couple of messages from her, but the most recent one was from what appears to be like 10 minutes ago. It says, "Did I do something wrong? You haven't spoken to me in a week."
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore the dead body. I'm walking down the alleyway on this phone that's calling you. Look, I'm sorry. I literally just got stuck in a time loop for the last few days. I don't know how long I've been gone. I'm sorry. I did nothing wrong.
She goes, okay, that's not the weirdest thing I've heard, but it's been a week.
Okay, 7 course dinner on me. I don't care. I'm on my way home now.
Yeah, yeah, you're fine. Handle your business. Deal with time fuckery. It's fine. I was just really worried about you because I hadn't
Yeah,
heard from you.
I'm fairly sure time fuckery is dead right now, so we're fine.
Cool.
All right. He's gonna hold the phone away and look to us. You guys got this. You guys got this. I'm gonna just go.
Lola and Renee, there's some footsteps coming from the alleyway, and you see a guy in this. It's not quite a trench coat; it's a long coat, but it's black. And he comes up, says, "All right, that was beautiful. God, I wish I could throw this in the paper. That was just well done."
And what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm waiting for Eric. Already know he told you about me. Name's Elliot.
Pleasure to meet you face to face.
And he offers a hand.
She takes it.
I just
I,
realized I only gave Renee one of the watches.
Give me the other watch.
I imagine Renee stopped you right before you got to the end of the alley.
Absolutely. You are not walking away with the watch. You already have a knife she doesn't know about. And a sword.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a big fan of all your work. I've been following your exploits for a while now, especially when it comes to this whole control Annette thing. It's been very interesting.
Sure, you have some vested interests, some personal ones as well.
Let's get somewhere out of public, and we'll meet up with Eric, and I'll tell you the whole story.
We call in a team to deal with this, and then we can.
Sure.
She's not gonna leave a freaking dead body, and this is a known assassin.
Yeah. Lola's gonna check her phone and make sure that, her kids are okay.
They're all fine. One of them's a little sick. Apparently, they got motion sick and kind of threw up in the kitchen.
Send Phoebe and Mose a quick message like, y'all good?
We're good. We're good. We're okay.
Okay. Sorry, work is bullshit.
I could see that.
Yeah, she's gonna Lola will check in with I forgot her name. The oldest one, the one that she just adopted from the whole
Oh,
Cinderella.
June.
June. That's it, June. And it was June or Jane. And just like make sure June has been okay with, you know, being stuck with two kids for
Yeah,
3
June's chill. She's like, this is the easiest thing ever.
and yeah, she's just gonna like send June enough money for watching 3 kids for a week.
I mean, how?
I don't know.
What's
Probably
Lola's idea of
grossly
that?
overmuch.
I was gonna say,
There's a
well,
reason why Ahmed has no issue offering a 7 course dinner as a apology for disappearing for 7 days.
it's awesome. So yeah, you call in for your team, and uh, Dr. Zane shows up with cleanup crew. Well, looks like you had some fun.
exactly call it that, but it was certainly interesting.
Mm. Well, you got a known Rift killer off of the streets, and you managed to get 2 relics back. That's impressive.
Couldn't have done it without some help.
Yeah, your friends are proving quite amazing.
Friends and outside sources.
Mm. At some point, we should talk. Um, I know you're kind of angry at me about some things. No, we keep avoiding the whole me keeping your child from you.
We'll get to it.
I'm sorry.
Thank
And he gets his team to work. One of them comes up with a like a fitted suitcase so that you can put the watches away.
you. She hands over the watches and lets them know that at least last she checked, there was also a lock point necklace inside the arcade, like in the back room, and tells them
Oh,
where it
can I turn
was.
over?
Does Lola still have it, or
Lola still has it.
oh, Lola
Yeah.
has it? Okay. Sorry, I missed that part. Then directs them to Lola, who has the the lock point necklace.
The agent looks like really fresh faced new, and he's like, "Ma'am, I'm gonna need to take that from you."
Oh, you will.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
not there, but still, Lola, don't haze the new guy.
Listen, the gatekeepers have been through enough.
Fine. And Lola will take the necklace off instead of teasing the poor kid.
Now, gatekeeping is hard.
Lord knows we don't make it easier.
So, do you go with Elliot then?
Yeah.
All right. He leads you up the street to this hole in the wall cafe, and you see him on the phone texting somebody. Uh, Opens the door for both of you.
She thanks him, and I guess we'll head to a table kind of just out of the
Lola.
way in the corner,
Yeah.
big enough
Uh,
that we'll welcome Eric whenever he shows up.
yeah. Before Elliot joins you, he goes up to the front, orders something, comes back. Sorry, this place makes the most amazing Americanos. All right. So, did you do any research on me?
Our friend Amit went through some papers, and I tried looking you up through my manifest, and with the loop, it wasn't working properly.
All right. I'm not exactly a rift. I'm just touched. Got a little bit of that gift, and I can blame my daughters for that.
Oh, it works both ways. Nice.
So your presence presence around them.
Mm, not exactly. Years ago, there was that whole, end of the world thing that nobody ever knew about. Because the gatekeepers were really good at, scrubbing it all away. Kind of had to choose a side once Caitlin shot Annette. For a while, I thought maybe Caitlin was overreacting. And as Annette started recovery and trying to build this big media empire, she gave us a little extra oomph to be able to broadcast into what she defined as her world. She wanted us to spread news and enlighten people's lives. Or, at the time, I thought that's what it was. She wanted this empire to grow because she wants everything. It's kind of the main reason why me and Sandra split. She really drank the flavor aid on that one.
See.
Eric knows more about that whole side of the story than I do. I know what happened after. Sisters were never the same after. Something tore them apart, turned violent, they don't speak. What I do know is that Annette became unstable. She started delving into the most weirdest, esoteric nonsense I'd ever seen. I've seen a lot. But whatever she had planned was nothing compared to what Eric told me. I thought it was just, we're going to grow the empire, we're going to grow the business, and just be the richest, most powerful people in Neon City. But no, it was a lot worse than that. It was like trying to kill God, kind of strange. I know you've all seen some weird stuff. Have you seen shit like this?
I'll say I never expected a nuclear mist bomb.
Yeah, that was weird. I truly believe that my daughter has gone off the deep end. I do believe that she is a threat to the city. I believe Eric when he says that whatever is happening soon, and that nobody is safe, which is why I wanted to help him. That's why I'm helping you. I love my daughter, but I do not condone this.
Well, when it comes to dealing with Annette, we can take all the help we can get.
I'll do what I can. Oh, thank you. And he reaches over as the barista brings the coffee over. Door opens, and here comes Eric with a really large suitcase.
Big gun.
Oh, well, that was fun. Really appreciate you taking the time to help.
Did we all get the coffee?
Did you order your own coffees?
I left. Remember, I had
Yeah.
relationship deals, things to deal with.
You know what? Lola would have ordered a coffee and it's gone, like as soon as she gets it.
Need to not feel tired.
Nah,
So, Eric, go ahead.
Renee did not order a coffee. She is good.
So, Eric sits down with you, says, all right, what do you want to know?
What's in the suitcase?
It's a big old fuck off gun. Actually, and he picks it up and hands it to Renee. On loan from a gatekeeper SEAL team. Kind of stole it in order to make things happen.
Ah, she takes it and sets it beside her chair.
That would look
Uh,
great in my bedroom.
Lola, you feel this kind of pressure being next to him, like he's suppressing your abilities.
What are you doing to me?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, did I tell you guys this last time?
Don't think you did.
I don't remember. What is the official term for it again? I don't remember.
He's a denier of the beyond.
Okay. So to answer Lola's question on his behalf, she's gonna say Eric is what we refer to as a denier of the beyond. He innately causes the suppression of rift powers.
If I don't believe it, it doesn't happen.
I'm going to scoot away from him.
It's so as the GM explaining the rule, it's a wide distance. It's greater than 20 feet. You would have to leave the shop in order to get out of that field.
Okay, as Lola figures that out, she's just going to sigh and not look happy and take her seat again.
All right, so that whole thing at Crane Consolidated, right? Sets off this mist bomb. Well, tears massive holes into the mist. It's this widespread awakening that gatekeepers can't deal with. It's phase one, what Longinus was supposed to be. I was able to compile some information for you, and he tosses over a flash drive. This is what I could scramble, or, you know, this is what I could pull from the old computers.
Pick up the flash drive.
She stole a vital component from the machine because she built the machine. If you check the gatekeeper blueprints for it, plus the ones I've just provided you, these were from some of the Silver Hand computers as well. There's some schematics. You'll notice that there are a few bits and pieces that are missing or added from the gatekeeper one. That vital component is what'll make the weapon actually fire.
We're still talking about the Longinus weapon, right?
Yep.
Didn't we take down the Longinus weapon?
You took down the one she wanted you to take. The original is still out there. It's not the actual. The one that you took from Crane Consolidated was a replica that she built or had built and designed.
Do you know where the actual one is?
The original should still be in a gatekeeper vault, shouldn't it?
No, the original was never found. Not after the events. Last anybody can remember, it was the Church of the Redeemer. It's an old abandoned cathedral.
Where's the Church of the Redeemer? Is that the one on the hill on the cliff?
No, no. Hold on, I can actually pull that up.
I was just wondering if that was the one on the cliff that we'd been to before.
No, it's not. That one had a different name. Where is it? Council of Nine. Oh. It was the Docktown Seaside Church.
Would we have heard of this before?
There's been a number of talks about trying to tear it down. A lot of people are saying that it's a historical site and they don't want to destroy it, they just want to renovate it. But it keeps getting bogged down at like city council, and nothing's been done with it in years. It's currently just boarded up.
So she doesn't have her hands on the original yet.
Or she may already have and just doesn't know how to turn it on yet. There was two things that I remember seeing in the files, one of which is the key to Eden is one of the things required to make the weapon work. The second is it requires an avatar to power it.
What is? Do you know what the key to Eden is?
No, I don't think anybody does. Like I said, I left you everything I could find. There's old research notes, blueprints, whatever I could scrounge off of computers.
Thank you. I'll look through this.
How close do you think she is right now?
Very. After everything at Crane Consolidated, number of trucks started moving all sorts of materials. That purple drug that was hitting the streets, there were large quantities of that heading out and around town, convoys moving around, all with Lazarus Labs logos either stripped off or painted over.
We don't have much time.
No. My understanding is this whole thing with the White Rabbit was merely a ploy to lock you in place for a while. Let things move. Well, also to kill me, but that was a whole other story. By the way, I did find her name. It's Marcella.
Thank you. Knew it was an M name.
That means we just don't have any time to waste.
No, and I'm honestly not sure where to start. If I did, I'd be able to help you out more. The last time I saw any of the Cranes, it was kind of bad. Tried to talk to Arcadia and she tried to shoot me, so that's fun.
Has you gave us an overview. Has anything else significant happened this week?
I don't know. I've been stuck in that loop
Okay.
for a while, so I'm
Yeah.
just getting my bearings now.
I think we just need to take tonight and maybe tomorrow morning to get our bearings.
Not a bad idea.
We need to figure out what's gone on this last week. Catch up. I'll look through these documents, see what I can figure out.
He hands you a burner phone. Says you can get a hold of me on this.
Got it?
I tend to live on the outskirts of town, outside of the what I like to call the technology zone.
Smart.
Yeah.
Just be careful. All right. Let me know if you need anything.
Will do. Be safe. Don't get caught in any more loops.
Yeah, that's the plan. And he stands up and just walks out. I'm gonna switch scenes real quick. Amit,
Hmm.
where are you going? Are you going back to your place or over to Marcella's?
Over to Marcellus.
Okay.
There might
Um,
be a quick pit stop to clean out a grocery store, but yeah, to Marcellus.
you get there to her apartment, and she's sitting on the porch, just tapping her foot impatiently. She's having a smoke, going, "Okay,
Yes, like I said, time loop, time fuckery is dead. Hopefully, there's no more problems for the next week.
one can hope." Still, I don't blame you. Still think you're a pendejo.
Yeah, I kind of deserve that one for this one.
Well, yeah. I'm thinking about getting out of the gang.
Really?
Yeah, it was a thought. Uh, I know Teach ain't too big on all the drama going on either, but says somebody's got to lead La Serenas, and he thought it might be me, and I just said, it's not there for me.
All right, all right. So, what's your plan?
I don't know. Maybe just lays about for a little bit and figure that out. Yeah. He told me to think it over for a bit.
All right. How's the rest of the crew taking it?
Yeah, they're chill. I think Teach, on the other hand, is a bit of a it's a bit of a weird one. There's some broad from the Thorns is talking about trying to take out someone else, but I was just like, you know what, that's it's too much. I've been through way too much for this. Like running around and smashing shit up, but the politics is just not there for me.
That's fair. Oh, I'll try to avoid the politics, and look where it ended up for me. But yeah, getting out of the game. Well, yeah, getting out of the game is probably a good move.
Yeah, I really admire Marcus. He's a good guy, but he had the head for the politics. I don't understand it. I'm just I'm just a gun.
I mean, you're more than just a gun, but I get what you mean.
Hey, well, you better go start making up that makeup dinner.
Right, right, yes, yes, of course, of course. You said eight, of course, right?
I don't need all that way.
Oh,
So
come on, you know you're gonna love dessert.
okay, you sold me. And she puts out the cigarette, follows you upstairs.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna time skip a bit here. Maybe 24 hours. This will be some downtime. What does everybody do?
You said how much of a downtime?
About 24 hours.
24 hours. I'm not. Hmm. How to phrase this that would technically be PG-13? Wait, no, this is an R-rated stream, isn't it?
Yes.
Y'all did it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Done did the deed. um managing trying Renee is trying to balance time between like catching up with Phoebe and Mose, and because gotta give them the love, gotta show them love.
Yeah.
I've been gone for a week and I didn't mean to be gone for a week.
Mose is actually a little clingy. He's just like, you were gone for so long and it's been a while since, things have been calm for me and Phoebe was telling me about what you do and all that and it's been really nice. So, thank you.
I'm glad to that it's been kind of calm for you. You're welcome to stay here whenever you want.
Thanks.
Uh, Catching up on like the news and things that have been going on like in the city, just like the general actual populist news, and also
Yeah.
gatekeeper like news, what the working on has been going on, because you got to know when something's going on.
The news is kind of quiet, like suspiciously quiet. There hasn't been any major crimes, there haven't been any major events. There was like some sort of big rally that happened, but it all seemed really peaceful. There was a lot of there was one news report about the local hospital getting a massive donation from the Crane Foundation in order to do more research and keep the building running, as well as any major fixes that were needed. But there wasn't anything other than good news.
Anything on the gatekeeper side?
Gatekeeper side is extremely chaotic. It's a lot of, hey, we caught more of the silver hand operatives. A lot of these guys are either turning themselves in or are in hiding and being flushed out by SEAL teams. Right now, it looks like just under half of the gatekeepers have turned themselves over as having worked with the Silver Hand.
Mm.
Some of which, a lot of these people that are turning themselves in are coming in voluntarily stating that they realize just how much they were manipulated.
How are they being treated? Like, are they being like detained
They're
or?
Yeah, they're being detained, but they're given, like semi-standard living quarters, um, but they're under complete surveillance until they actually figure out what to do. Um, some of the veteran gatekeepers are like saying, no, we should probably wipe their minds and just release them back into the public as if nothing happened so that they can live as sleepers. Except for one.
Is it Zane?
There's no, not Zane.
Oh, okay.
It's actually Asmodeus Burundi. He's the leader of the SEAL teams. He's saying he wants firing squads.
Oh.
Homie is not having that, especially when referring to Dagmar and Minerva.
I mean,
Um, there is a report that stated Zane got into it with Burundi, saying, I am not going to let you kill them. They will stand trial and they will go to the prison if this is truly the case. But we are not executioners.
gotta love gotta love it.
Uh, and as one of the other things that you found out in that time is Zane has officially tendered his resignation.
Ooh,
He'll be stepping down in a couple of weeks once they find a new director.
but it's good to know. But part of this is I am also looking into that all the research that Eric gave me. So I'm like, my 24 hours is spent like catching up and information gathering. I am absorbing this
Yeah.
knowledge. And
Uh,
just sitting
since
on my
you're
couch with information, and Phoebe is probably like just spread out with her feet on my lap or her head on my lap or something.
yeah,
Like,
you're using Phoebe's legs as a table for your computer so that you can do the research.
exactly.
Um, you get into the files, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to come back to that in a second.
Yeah.
Lola.
I think Lola called Tabitha and Coda and let them know what was going on and why she just disappeared for a week.
Yeah, your text messages right after were a lot of, "Are you alive? We can't find you. You okay? Are the kids okay?" Lots of, "We're calling the cops to figure out where you went." So after you message them, they're like, "Okay, glad to see you're okay." We got really worried because nobody was home.
she's um she's going to let them know about the whole time loop thing, and then I think she's going to find out where everybody was for that week.
The kids did their own thing. They, with June's help, they went about their daily lives, and June was like, "I'm sure your mom's busy with things," and just kind of left it at that.
Work.
Work.
I think she was worried because no one was home, but I guess they just didn't answer the door.
Yeah. Well, you don't answer the door for strangers.
Right? She hasn't.
And
It's
met
their
them yet.
it's all his girlfriends. They're not strangers.
Yeah, but June doesn't know him.
True.
Right. So I guess Lola will just put in for later, maybe off screen, that they can meet, and she's going to. I think she's going to try to do some research, but she's probably going to fall asleep.
What were you researching?
Just the I guess trying to find out more about the church.
Okay. Uh, so about a decade ago, the Church of the Redeemer was actually really popular. A lot of people used to come to the city, but due to a large amount of gang violence that broke out about 10 years ago, the church ended up sustaining some heavy damage, and the priory could not afford to fix it. And because the church had been around as long as the city has been around, um, it just kind of sat there and wasted away a little bit.
Do I know what gangs it was? What that were involved?
News from that time seems a little sketchy. You're finding some articles, but nothing too descriptive. There's one that talks about the Neon Shogunate having been involved. There was a big deal with a local security company known as Spartan Security that had ended up deploying paramilitary units, but that hasn't been confirmed. Um, what's a good knockoff for Reddit? Set it. Yeah, let's go with Set it. You went on Set it, and there's actually like conspiracy theorists going on there saying, no, it's this big thing, like the guys over at Spartan were trying to use the super weapon, and this like shady ass group was out there trying to stop them, but the gangs got involved somehow, and it's like the Cranes are involved. I know the Cranes are involved. Uh, then there was Hell's Chosen that was in there, and this one group. I can't remember who it was, but their leader was a drag queen, and she was just fucking tearing the town up. And now that spot, the Velvet Room's now the Gardens of Arcadia, which owned by the Cranes. I'm telling you, the Cranes are involved.
Okay. She's definitely going to write all that down, and like the Thorns weren't involved.
The Thorns were involved.
Okay.
You did find in that set it that there was a list of gangs that were involved. It was the Thorns, the Wild Cards, or hold on, yeah, it was the Thorns, the Wild Cards, Hell's Chosen, Neon Shogunate, and uh, the the name that they put for the gatekeepers was the Gray Ones, and uh, Spartan Security.
Okay. I'm going to make sure to ask my gatekeeper friend later on if she knows anything or
Yeah,
you're doing
bless you.
research about it.
Thank you.
But yeah, with all the sleeping that she's going to do, the accidental sleeping, so probably like falls asleep on the keyboard as she's reading Set It.
When you wake up, you find that you accidentally posted just this like 5-page post of your face rolling on the keyboard, so it makes absolutely no sense. And you're getting responses that say, "What the fuck?"
It's going to leave it because, the conspiracy nuts will love it.
You see a new message that says, "New lore drop. It must be cryptic. Start deciphering."
Great. Lola inadvertently created an ARG. Lovely.
Yes. Call it Lola's downtime.
Yeah, that's all she's going to do.
Okay. So, Renee, you open up the files that you were given,
Wi-Fi
and
is off.
yeah, you're seeing the schematics, both the original from the first designs, the finished gatekeeper designs, the ones that were designed uh, by, or sorry, the original, the gatekeeper, and then the silver hand. From the original, it shows that there are 3 main components that are required: an avatar, the key to Eden, and the lance. The lance refers to the machine. Avatar, obviously, an avatar. And then there are some handwritten notes that are a part of the files that say the key to Eden is the way to paradise, a land of unending peace.
Okay.
In the gatekeeper design, it shows that there is the lance. Um, their original design incorporated a silver soul, which is the gatekeeper equivalent of an avatar, as well as a copious amount of power. Problem was, is according to the equations that are on the schematics, that amount of power cannot be done normally. It requires an amount of power that is used in the mist. And then in the silver hand, it says that it's nuclear. It required the trinitite shard, and what it was doing was destroying the mist so that it could send out a pulse that would theoretically wipe out the mist and mythos at the same time. And according to the notes, the theory stated that if you got rid of the mist, which was causing rifts, it would get rid of the rifts as well.
Is that kind of the idea behind all 3 machines? Or do each one have their own theory craft behind them? Is there purpose? Or.
So the theory behind the original was that this was a way to expand the mist. They thought if by creating a way to expand the mist, you'd be able to give the rifts more breathing room, which would then theoretically reduce the amount of rifts that showed up. It was never really practiced or in theory, but they thought between an avatar expending their abilities and the key to Eden, a peace would be able to wash over the city. The gatekeepers, on the other hand, had designed it as a way of pacification, to pacify, whatever. Um, they thought that they could use the weapon as a way of nullifying the abilities of rifts, kind of like how the deniers work. They wanted to see whether or not it would work, but they never actually got the weapon to work. There's also another file that states that the uh, the head of Spartan security had this idea that it wasn't designed for that. It was designed as a way of quote unquote killing avatars. Like it specifically only worked on avatars. And he wanted to test that theory.
What other files you got for me?
There is one that says potential keys of Eden. And as you click on it, the power in your house goes out.
Oh.
And this is actually going to switch up for all three of you. The power in your houses also go out at the same time.
Well, I know I paid the bill.
June's running around going, what the hell's going on?
Get the flashlight out the place where the flashlight's on.
She just creates this little fireball in her hand as she's walking around trying to find where the flashlights are. Marcella's like, "Que pedo, güey? What the fuck's going on?"
Okay, I know I pay the power bill this month. What the? They don't even cut the power off unless wait.
Oh yeah,
Hang on.
oh yeah, come here.
Hmm?
Yeah, come here. And you see her, she's standing next to the window, just looking in amazement.
I stand next to her and look out the window. Is the entire city's power out?
Yeah. You
Oh
start to
no.
you start to see this blue line crossing down streets and splitting off, going down the junctions, reaching outward.
Oh no. I'm gonna pull out my phone. Does my phone have power?
Yep.
Yeah, hitting the group text. Um, does anybody else see the crazy shit happening in the street?
No.
After immediately assuming the worst, and that somebody is probably coming to the house and not thinking that something's out with the house, but everyone else. Renee is shaking Phoebe awake, hiding
What?
the flash drive. Wake up. Power's out.
Oh. That's the perfect time to go back to sleep then.
No, we don't know why the power's out, Phoebe. Up.
Fine.
If you guys haven't looked out the window, power's out in the entire city. Weird blue lights in the street. Please tell me you see this shit.
Renee is stashing the flash drive before she actually
Sees the second message.
Investigates. Well, Renee is a cab cop, but, so
Look. You just hit that level of IT specialist where the newest piece of technology in their house is 20 years old, and there's a shotgun next to their printer.
um, she wants to make sure her kid is safe and that people aren't getting a hand on the information that she is not supposed to have.
Uh, Mose comes down and goes, "Hey, there's something weird going on outside."
Oh, just keep your guys' head down, okay?
Yeah, okay. And Mose just walks back to, to their room. Do you look?
Yes. Do I have a
You
gun
start.
in my hand? Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you go to the window or to your door?
Peek out the window.
You start to see that, once again, lights are all out across the city. There is a blue light that is running down the street. But from where you are, because I'm assuming you probably live closer to like the suburbs than you do towards the inner city.
Yeah.
You start to see that it can't go too much further, like it's struggling. And then you see it start to rescind.
Was Dolocetus looking out her balcony?
Yeah. And actually, because your place is a little more towards the city, or like towards city center, it's the blue lines that are crawling across the ground are actually extremely bright, almost blindingly so.
They haven't reached me yet, though, correct?
Yeah, they're past your house.
Oh, so they've already passed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check my newspaper. Do we have any
Uh,
information yet?
you're getting a bunch of information. Power's out. There's no way to get it back on at the moment. Mist generators have stopped working, or at least the ones that they could, or the ones that they did have online, or have stopped working. Um, and that there was a large power surge.
Mist generators aren't working.
Nope.
Oh. Curious.
And as quickly as you saw the power go out and these lines crawling across the ground, they start rescinding rapidly back towards city center. And power starts to cascade back on.
I'm gonna get on my motorcycle and I'm gonna chase it. I wanna know where it goes.
Roll me a take a risk.
Take a risk. Oh no.
Did either of you follow it?
Yes, I'm gonna follow the lines back.
How are you getting there? Just via the Thieves Highway?
That's my go-to.
All right.
I unfortunately do not have a ghostly motorcycle that ignores physics.
I have a
um,
card I could follow it with, or
Okay. But you do have a girlfriend who's got a motorcycle that has a full complement of 9-inch cannons
I do.
because her her bike is actually a relic of a dreadnought class uh, warship.
Can I know any specifics of what I'm taking the risk against?
You know what? I'm going to ask Marcella if I can borrow her bike.
She just tosses you the keys.
Thank you.
Um, you are taking the risk against the mist.
The mist itself.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun. So is that just Renee or everybody who
that's
tries to
all.
follow her?
That's all of you.
Oh,
Okay. Do I get any help because I'm in my armored vehicle?
No,
all right. So I'm going up against the mist itself on a motorcycle.
Anti-rift combat?
yeah,
Perfect sense of direction of obscure mythologies.
yep.
Blending in with rifts?
Mm, yeah, I'll allow it.
And
Criminal acti-
sewing bracer.
Yeah,
Okay.
criminal activities?
yeah, that'll work.
Okay. And feeling lucky, that gets me to a 14. No, 13.
Okay,
Well, at least somebody will very well. I only got an 8.
all
I
right.
also rolled a 13.
Ow.
Please don't get hurt.
I mean, I at least
We're
get
moms.
there from the way it sounds.
We're moms. We know how to do this.
Mom
Combat
mode
driving.
activate.
Tactical driving. Mom mode.
See,
It's
this is
not
why I run everywhere.
so. I'm actually going to start with Amit. Amit, you're following this. You're following the lines crawling back towards the city. As the power starts to cascade back on, you notice that there are cars that have been crashed due to the power outage. People are wondering what the hell's going on, wandering the streets, so you're having to weave in and out of them. Uh, your take the risk is to avoid hitting someone, you're going to have to take a physical status, or you can damage the bike and avoid the status, or you can hit the person and avoid all of that.
You've stuck me in a no-win situation. Either I have a
Congrats.
problem with the law, or I have a problem with my girlfriend.
I mean, it's your choice. You got an 8.
Get hurt,
Before I make
get
this
wrecked,
decision,
or hurt someone.
Get hurt.
before I
And
make a decision, how much does Marcella baby this bike?
pretty much, if it helps, the status is only tier 1. So it's like minor ding, or you got a like kind of a deep scratch, but it's not like super detrimental.
She'll never let me borrow the bike again, but I won't be.
Okay.
Bike's getting that minor ding.
All right. So you end up clipping the tail end on one of the cars to avoid hitting this person. So there's a big scratch right across the tail end of the bike. But you do manage to make it through some of the broken down traffic. And as you get closer towards city center, the lines have disappeared, and you notice that the cars are blocking every path towards the church. Like there's too many cars to pass for all three of you to be able to get there.
I'm a ghost.
So it's just cars. I can't drive around them, but I could just park the bike somewhere relatively safe and hoof it the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be the last one to get there, but yeah, I'll be fine. And I feel like Lola's just going to blow through with an armored vehicle.
I mean,
You know,
Lola's got
Lola
the roll
very
for it.
okay.
Is that what you're gonna do? Are you just barreling through?
I'm trying to get through. I mean, I'm trying to get past the cars.
Okay. You slam into a couple of those cars and you send them flying. You just stepped on the gas. You hit like 80, 90 miles an hour in this tank and just smashed through that barricade. And as you do, you see that the blue lines have just completely disappeared and they are going back towards the church.
Oops, those cars. Collateral damage.
Renee, you passed right through them with your ghost ship, your ghost bike. And for a moment, like everybody is looking at you just do this. Riffs and sleepers have actually witnessed you do this. And people, like some of the people there, are actually starting to panic a bit.
In hindsight, remembering that the bike is a rift of a freaking battleship, I should have just shot my way through.
Yeah.
Sleepers aren't forgetting.
No.
Yeah, no, there's too much possible risk of collateral damage. I'm just going to stash the bike and go off it the rest of the way.
Oh, come on. Full broadside.
All the cars, do they? All the cars empty.
Yes.
Okay, good.
She says after
Yeah,
she's
you're right. This
already
is better.
rammed them.
Um, Actually, I'm going to have you roll and investigate for me.
Who, me or Lola?
You.
Okay, this feels like a professional courtesy kind of thing to check before I make a decision like this.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's a 7.
It appears the cars never had drivers. If you take a look into one of the vehicles, the keys are not in them.
All right, and this is before I knew that the sleepers weren't forgetting this shit. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go do a full broadside, clear my path.
All right. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You just turn the bike so it's facing the broadside and you let loose this cannonade. Cars are sent flying straight back, clearing you a path. You see people running. Like, I'd say the dozen or so people that are there, about 5 of them start running as soon as you open fire. A couple of them are like, "Ooh, that's cool," and one of them's like, "Oh, more people like me."
Right. Well, let's go see what the church is doing.
So
So
all
it's
go ahead.
from the way everything feels right now, is it feel like the mist is oversaturated in this area, or does it feel like there's not really any mist at all?
Not really any mist at all.
So the sleeper's not remembering, not forgetting is just a direct effect of the mist not being present.
Yep.
Yeah, the mist not only grants us our abilities, but also acts as a weirdness filter.
Sorry, I'm just
I,
piecing
I
and
think
piecing things together.
I think as we're walking in, Lola will go over that information I got earlier from Craig. Said it.
Oh yeah.
About the um,
About the gang activity and all of that.
Yeah, and security.
I will say that all the conspiracy theorists did agree on one thing. They called it the Thunderdome.
Oh, oh, that might be a problem.
I found with the original Longinus was that the heat and that they need. What was the phrase? That you
Key of
said?
key to Eden.
Heating, but like the actual phrase that you said, Alan. It was a place to
A place of unending peace.
it led to a place of unending peace. And then the power source was the avatar, and then a power source was an avatar.
Mm-hmm.
And then the machine was the lance.
Oh, it's a baby.
So I don't
A
know if
little bit.
she's trying to gather power or if maybe that this is a way of creating an opening. A theory. But
Out of character. The term Thunderdome makes me think that this is a way to get a bunch of rifts in one spot and battle royale themselves into an avatar.
Uh, Lola, part of the things that you did notice from the conspiracy board on Set It was everybody that was involved had a massive battle in front of Spartan security, one of whom was suspected to be Ares.
I am going to definitely mention that right now.
And it constantly
this
wants to
is
put me in my arms. All right.
Just
this
wants attention.
then this is a problem.
Yeah.
As you get to the church, you find that there is a blue shield that surrounds the entirety of the property.
Same type of energy that mimics the blue lines.
Yep.
Does the mist happen to be swirling inside that shield?
At the moment, no.
Is anyone else here?
Not that you can see.
All right. Well, I guess I was going to be the one to do the super thing. I'm going to try and touch the shield.
Face danger.
Right. Of course. Um. Hmm. I don't think I have any good tags for this. If what's happening is what I think is happening. But seeing that I feel like I'm about to take a tumble, I'm going to go ahead and add uncanny parkour skills.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm going to still take a tumble. I only got a 6.
Burns are per downtime, so you get them back during downtime.
Cool. My burn back. Lit.
All right, so you had a 6. That's unfortunate.
Oh, what's going on now?
You get sent flying. You are sent flying backwards as a loud crack emits from the shield as soon as you touch it. It's like being struck by lightning. You are hitting a car and taking unconscious 5.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure the other two heard that at the very least.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched you go flying.
There's a moment where you kind of looked like Marv from Home Alone 2.
I'm gonna go check on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say rush over to see how you're doing.
He is out cold.
Yeah, that's my luck. Counting through it, if I were to assume Amit had 9 lives at the start of this campaign, I think we've knocked him down to like 4 at this point.
There's only 3 or 4 more sessions left in the series. I think you can get down to 1 before we go there.
I'm awake. Hello.
Yeah, can we wake him up?
I'm gonna have. You know what, Lola? You have a first aid kit in your armored vehicle. I would assume you have one.
Yeah.
If you go over there, you'll find in the first aid kit smelling salt.
Okay, I'll go get that while Penny watches over our dear friend who is out.
Renee, you had to
Checking for
back up.
injuries.
His hand's a little bit burned. You also notice that there's kind of a crackle of electricity coming off of him. As soon as Lola gets back with the smelling salts, you know how they work.
Yeah.
All right. So you break one open, wave it in front of his face. You can go ahead and reduce that from unconscious 5 to shocked 4.
Oh god. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm alive. Don't want to be, but oh. Okay. That was a stupid idea.
You flew a really long way.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
You put a dent in the side of Lola's car,
Wait, I hit Lola's car?
the passenger side rear door.
How's my spine not broken?
Cat like
The car,
agility.
the car likes you.
Okay. So what's the plan?
Don't touch the blue shield.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's the first rule.
I swear if there's a rift of Zeus in there, I'm punching them in the face.
Repeatedly. Let's
This
see.
So,
Who had did anybody have contacts over with anyone at the Gardens of Arcadia? Actually, Amit, you did because you sparred with Sid.
mm-hmm.
Uh, your phone screen's broken, but you can still read it. You're getting a phone call from Sid.
Okay. Hello?
Boy, might need help.
Right, as soon as I get out of this corridor, I will be glad to help you. What's going on?
Oh no, just come down to the gardens.
Wait, what? Okay.
I'm
I'm on.
lying in a crater, missing blood in the
Okay, your
alley.
crater sounds worse than mine. I'm on my way. All right. So, yeah, with some help, I'm imagining Ahmed does get him, pull himself out of the door. He's like, okay, can you do anything about the shield? But something's going on down at the gardens.
okay? Do you need? Are you going to be okay to ride your bike, or do you need a ride?
Uh, mm, mm. I'm fairly sure I've sported somebody with electric powers before, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not the first time I've been electrocuted. I'll be fine.
I mean, you did get into it once with Thorson, so
Yeah.
Okay, because I could just put your bike on the tow thing, and you can hop in the car.
Yeah, no, Marcella would literally kill me if I put another scratch on that bike. And I hate to say it, but I think I'm a little low on lives as a cat, so I'd rather not risk it.
If you need my body shop person, just let me know, and I'll follow
Oh,
behind you.
okay, thank you. So, yeah, on to the Guardians of Arcadia.
I mean an apt choice of word for that. You said guardian, not garden. It's gonna be perfect.
No,
I just want to say gardens, but I guess.
It sounded like you said Guardians of Arcadia.
And
I heard
eh,
Guardians.
and of course the caption is on your guys' side for this, but still gardens.
Like I said, it's apt. So onto bikes and vehicle.
Hmm.
All right. Weaving through traffic, you make it to the gardens. Uh, Power over there seems kind of spotty, but specifically at the gardens. Um, do you go to the front door? Or do you go into the alley?
He said alley.
When you get there, you see that there is a 10-foot wide crater.
It's a big
There
alley.
are, yeah, it's a big alley. Um, you see long strips of stone have been like just completely indented in what looks like it could have been an arm. And you see part of the fire escape has been torn down.
Okay, Sid, are you still alive? Well, you said.
Yeah. Yep. This sucks.
calling Tabitha.
You do that. I'm going to go ahead and start administering first aid. Get him just at the very least stop bleeding.
I hand
Uh,
you the aid kit because it's probably a big one.
yeah. While you're doing that, he like grabs you by the arm and says, check on the girls. I'll live. Just check on the girls."
I'm on it.
All right, we
And
we got the ghost. Who did this?
Oh no, they came out of nowhere. Like, oh my god. About 2, maybe 3 dozen. Felt like it, anyways. One of them was super strong.
Right. Okay. Okay.
While you're doing first aid, Lola, you're on the phone with Tabitha.
Yeah.
All right. Uh, Renee, you go in through the back entrance, and once you come out of that machine shop area, you notice that large portions of the club have been destroyed. Arcade machines just decimated. There's bullets and holes everywhere. On the second floor, the sprinkler system is going off, and there's nobody in here. And while there are flashing lights from various mechanical mishaps.
Going to move through kind of like cautiously because I don't. What I'm seeing is a massive attack. So and I don't know what's going on. So uh moving through just kind of ready to and on guard. Um looking for and
Okay.
just kind of
Um,
quietly calling out looking for
Alicia and
Alicia
Arcadia.
and Arcadia.
You get no response. You do pass over a couple of bodies, one of which had some high powered equipment, uh, talking military grade machine guns, body armor, leftover remnants of what wasn't confiscated by the gatekeepers for gatekeeper tech.
Is it anything identifiable, like any identifiable marks? Like, do they have silver hand markings on them?
Yes, there's one soldier has a silver hand patch. There's another one that just says Crane Consolidated Security.
Hmm.
You also notice that there is an elevator, and the building's 4 floors.
Does the elevator work?
It is. It is working.
I don't know which one to do. Do I do the elevator or do I do the stairs?
So you would know that the Gardens has 3 floors for operations. The first 2 are the arcade. The third is the actual Gardens portion. The 4th floor has been rumored to be living quarters.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try the 4th floor.
All right. As you get in the elevator, you see that there is a key in a panel that's turned to the 4th floor. Already there.
Okay. Can you hold on for a second? I have to switch headsets.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over to Lola. Tabitha answers the phone. What's going on? Power's out, and if you're calling me, you're in trouble. Shit. Okay. I can be there in like 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm a little pissed off, but it'll be fine.
Okay. All right. I'll meet you there. And she hangs up quick. Do you go back?
Lola's
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna make one more call. Um, okay, I still have Queen of the Underworld for her.
Yep.
And I am really pissed off at these cranes right now. So I probably should consult people before I do this.
Oh no.
But
Don't summon the gang.
I'm going to kind of declare war against the cranes.
Okay. So you contact
Sorry.
Leah. You contact
Yeah,
Leah, who's currently running the gang, and she goes against the cranes.
yeah, they're destroying the city.
You do realize the history that the Thorns have with the cranes.
Yeah.
Out of
Okay.
character. What is the history that the Thorns have with the Cranes again?
The Thorns, along with the Neon Shogunate, Hell's Chosen, and a number of other small gangs, as well as some avatars, had worked together during the Thunderdome. A lot of the stories that you have been hearing from them about what happened with the cranes was they were a small time group of thieves and hackers who found something a little too large to ignore. And so, by helping them prevent that from happening, everybody got the power that they wanted, as well as keeping everything relatively kosher. Can you guys give me just 1 second here? Sorry, just we'll take a quick break. I'm actually going to be wrapping up here in a minute. I just need to take a quick break.
How we doing, friends? I'm actually gonna send this to intermission, so be back in a flash, folks.
I can
I'm
call
on
it
my
off if you want.
screen. Hello, we're back.
Okay, sorry about that, folks. All right, so yeah, you've been piecing together that the cranes had been working with various gangs during the Thunderdome event. And so they all have respect for the cranes. They also know they don't want to fuck with the cranes because of what happened during the Thunderdome event.
They're about to destroy the city.
Okay, well, where do I even begin to start? You want me to send everybody I have at Crane Tower? What are we doing?
No, we got to be strategic about this. I mean, you're in charge now, aren't you?
Yes, and you're asking me for a favor. And that's why I'm trying to figure out what this favor is, aside from go attack the crane.
Well, we need to stop them. Right now, they seem to be doing something at the old church in the middle of town.
The old church and the Church of the Redeemer?
Yes,
That's definitely crane territory. That was like
they were behind the power
specifically
out.
crane territory.
They were behind that power outage just now.
Oh. Well, in my opinion, that's kind of good for the ecosystem. So,
They also took out the Gardens of Arcadia.
not a problem. Like, that just doesn't seem like a big deal to me. I'm not seeing where you're going with this. This doesn't seem like they're trying to destroy the city. Just seems like a couple of weird, odd coincidences.
They trapped me in a time loop for a week.
To be fair, if that's the worst thing that's happened to you, that's
But
probably not you're not giving me good reasons.
Hey, Lola. Could, can I see the phone real quick? I can explain this a bit better.
yeah, I hand the phone
Hi,
over.
hi. I'm Amit, one of Lola's friends, who's in agreement that we do kind of need a bit of a favor here. So the Cranes kind of have a big weapon, may or may not erase Rift's powers.
Shit, that's all you had to say.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna pass the phone back to Lola now.
Okay.
Yeah, so my trusted advisor has advised.
Yeah, I'll get on it.
Thanks.
So going back to Renee, you get up to the fourth floor and sections of walls are missing. You're seeing uh, what appeared to be like the windows were broken in. There are huge lines that were taken out, um, probably from your Hecatoncheires friend down below. And you're seeing some blood splatter on portions of the wall.
Again, kind of proceeding with caution because I don't know who, if anyone, is still in here. And calling out Arcadia, Elise. My name is Renee. Sid sent me up here to look for you and see if you were okay. Are you here?
You get no response until you hear like pained groans from one of the corners.
Move towards the corner.
You see one of the one of the body armored agents just barely hanging on to life. Um, like half of his body has been crushed.
Is this one a silver hand agent or are they a?
Yeah, Silverhand.
All right, who are you? What are you doing here?
We came for girls was told to get Alicia and kill Caitlin.
Why?
It's just following orders.
Where were you supposed to bring Alicia?
The old church.
Were you able to get her?
Somebody did.
How long? How long ago?
Few minutes. You see that his gaze keeps going into the next room. Like he's looking at a form that's laying on the floor next to a computer.
How are they taking her there? Car?
I don't know.
Jim follows his gaze. Stay with me and goes to the computer to see what is on it.
Say that one more time. You went really quiet there.
Just gonna get up and tell him to stay with her as she goes to the computer.
Laying next to the computer is Arcadia. There's a streak of blood that's across the keyboard, and you see the screen pop on. For a moment, it flickers, it's blue, and then you get this almost pixelated version of Arcadia's face on there. It says, "Oh, it's cold. I'm cold."
The body of Arcadia is decidedly dead, yes.
Yeah.
This this version of Arcadia in the screen, is it like a full screen image?
Yeah.
Arcadia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. They took her. Tried everything I could to stop them, but they took her.
I know. My name is Renee. I'm going to try and get her back, okay?
You have to. It's the only way to stop her.
Do you know what Annette wants with her?
What else do you do with paradise?
And she kind of swears under her breath and well, we're taking the Arcadia computer with her. And
The screen flickers. You can't. Listen, I'm already gone. This is the last of me. You just need to save Alicia. You need to stop my sister.
I will.
Tell her I'll see her on the other side.
Rest easy.
Screen goes black.
The she's gonna this man is beyond saving at this point, isn't he?
If he gets medical attention like pretty quick, he might survive.
But I called Tabitha, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she'll be there in a minute.
So to be fair, after all they've done, I'm surprised we can actually save a Silver Hands in this particular moment.
Oh no, I was gonna give him a painless death, is what that was.
I mean, given everything he just did, is it really warranted? Let him suffer a bit.
Facts. Them's facts.
Oh, I will let you know I did contact um Leah to get us some help from the gangs.
All right. With that in mind, I'm going to reach out to my contacts. I'm trying to crap. What was the gangs that I had contacts with, other than the Mad Hatters?
The Shogunate?
Yes, the Shogunate, as well as the the Sirens. Why am I blanking on the actual name?
Las Serenas.
Last one, us. Gonna reach out to both of them and tell them, all right, bit of a situation. The Cranes are doing fuckery. They got a weapon that could potentially erase all rifts, and they were behind the power outage. They are doing shit down at the Church of the Redeemer.
Marcus was the first to answer. The phone goes, okay, I'll get everybody mobilized.
All right.
Emmy, on the other hand, says, we're already well aware of the situation and we are trying our best to do what we can.
I should have known that. That's on me. Good job. Thank you.
Renee, do you come down?
Yeah.
All right. After you reconnoiter with the group, the power goes out again across the city. This time, a large pulse of energy flies through every single inch. You notice not only does the power go out, but the mist is being driven as far out as it can. And I think that's where I'm going to end tonight. What?
Hmm?
Nothing. I thought somebody said something. All right, let's go ahead and do some outros. Starting with Meg.
Hello, everybody. I am Meg and/or Meg Mysteria, and you can find me as such on Twitch, on Twitter, on Itch, and I got to play Renee Webb tonight, who is our local ACAB gatekeeper. Um, as far as where you can find me coming up, I don't think I have anything coming up until next month, where I'll come back around for Breaking Neon and Fading Chronicle, Tears of Divinity, Fading Chronicle over on Neon Lights Roleplay. But that's it. That's where you'll find me. So we'll throw it over to Jacques.
Hi, I'm Shock Point Failure. Thank you everyone for joining us. I'll leave that part there for the rest of everyone to do their outros. But yes, I have played Amit Moreno, whose apparent love language involves food and maybe violence against your enemies. It depends. But food is guaranteed. Uh, Apparently, I have just counter on how many dangerous scenarios can Amit get through at the end of this campaign. Can we get 9? Let's see, between the gunshot and the first thing, spawning matches. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I'm down to like 4 lives left.
Oh, if you count getting shocked almost to death,
I do.
then yeah, that's about right.
All right, but yeah, you can find me at. Well, I don't really do much on social media, but you can still find me on Twitter at shockpoint622 and on Blue Sky at shockpointfail. Shockpointfailure. Very simple. I try to keep things easy to remember. Other than that, I think the next time you'll be able to catch me will in fact be this. No, it will. I'll get back to you when the next time you'll be able to catch me. And I believe that wraps up my outro.
Okay, I guess that makes it my turn. I'm Janie, Janie Potts 7575 on Twitter, Janie Potts on Blue Sky. I haven't posted much. Um, I played Lola, and you could find me on Friday on Neon Lights for the finale. No, Thursday on Neon Lights for the finale of Blade's Will. And I think that's it for a little while. I'm not sure, but just keep tuning in and maybe you'll see me.
All right, I guess that leaves me. Hey guys, my name's Alan. I am one of the staffers for Singularity. I'm also a professional game master and game writer. I wrote Breaking Neon, and you can find these games in Drive Through RPG under the City of Mist Garage. As for where you'll see me next, you'll see me here next week as our adventure team goes into the next part of the Fall of Atlantis that Janie is in, where they will meet their mysterious benefactor and possibly have some extreme daring do to deal with. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the first part of the stream. There was some technical issues, so we did not get that. But I'll explain it day of. Catch everybody back up with all the dangerous traps that they had to go through and almost getting blown up, falling into a pit of lava. After that, we will be taking a break for the holidays, and then we come back sometime in December for Fragments of Tomorrow's Apocalypse, as the crew there goes and does more culty shit, because, who doesn't like a good cult? And then back again for probably the last episode of Fall of Atlantis. And I probably should have checked to see if there was somebody we could throw a raid to. Let me see. Enchanting Sorcery? All right, stick around as we do a raid to Enchanting Sorcery and have yourself a wonderful night.